What's up to all our sidekicks and henchmen out there in the Geek Nation? You're watching The Faux Show.
Big Dog and the Cheese.
No, we're not. No, we talked about this. We had a meeting. My people talked to your people. Negotiations were made. I'm no longer the cheese.
I am your people.
Damn it, you swindled me again.
I love being Cheese's lawyer. Anyway, so we're back. We're going to talk about just straight up comics, as always. But we're going to talk about a very specific comic because it just dropped recently. We won't say when so that you can't yell at us for when this video comes out. But this is JD's forte. We're going to try and sell you some stuff.
All right, so Civil War happened several years ago, and now Civil War 2 is out, and it's hitting the shelves. It's, what's that joke? It's Swiffering the nation? Thanks, Dane Cook. Where did your career go? Anyway, Civil War 2 is out by Brian Michael Bendis and David Marquez with, I want to say colors by Justin Ponsor. I did it. I nailed it. There it is. So we're wrapping up. It's 1 issues left. There's an 8-issue series. It was supposed to be 7, I think. And now it's all going to be an 8-issue series because they can't stop telling this story.
I can't stop this story.
So, all right. So here's the lowdown, the down low.
Yeah, hit me.
What is it? What is the story? So Iron Man and Captain Marvel are at odds, as you can see on the cover. That's Captain Marvel, and that's the Iron Man.
Yeah, now.
I
miss the old Captain Marvel.
Oh, Shazam? Or like the man, Captain Marvel?
The man.
He's been dead since the 70s. Get over it. You've had your time. So yeah, Captain Marvel and Iron Man are at odds because there is a new Inhuman. He shows up. He gets the Terrigen Mist, gives him powers. That's how it works. Blah, blah,
the
blah.
Inhumans is they're X-Men. They get their powers in a different way, and Marvel is replacing the X-Men with them because it's an entity that they own.
Yeah, as opposed to
So
X-Men
let's make a big old event comic
with the
that features them.
Inhumans. Yeah, and so and it makes sense. It's fine. Sure. I don't care about the Inhumans at all.
I love Lockjaw.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you Lockjaw. Lockjaw's amazing. He's a giant dog with a tuning fork on his head, and he teleports them places.
And one expression.
That's it.
One expression.
He's amazing. I do love Lockjaw. But he's like a Groot. Sure. He's just like, oh, isn't that cute? They got a little thing over there. It does weird stuff. I don't know what that was. So let me get through this. So Civil War 2. So this gentleman gets a power. He's a kid. I can't remember his name right now. He gets the power of foresight. He's able to see the future. And Captain Marvel sees this kid and goes, I like this kid. He's going to stop a lot of stuff before it hits the fan, right? Makes sense. Seems like a good idea. They take out Thanos that way. They know that Thanos is coming, so they're able to mobilize ahead of Thanos and sort of knock him out before he has a chance to do anything.
But then what happens?
She-Hulk gets it. What?
Rhodey also gets it.
Oh, and Rhodey gets it. She-Hulk gets it. So the problem with, and this is going to get weird, the problem with seeing the future in a place like the Marvel Universe is time is liquid, right?
Yep.
So if I'm about to spill my coffee down my face and burn myself, and Terry here, the Terror Bear, says, Jadles, you're going to knock that coffee down your face and it's going to hurt.
Say, Cheese, don't do it.
Don't do it,
Cheese.
And I don't do it. That means that the future is liquid. That means not everything is set in stone. So if you're able to make that change, what other things are able to make those changes? So if I come in as a law enforcement agency and say, I'm going to arrest you before you can drop coffee on your face.
Yep.
There's nothing to say that they're in the right in doing that, right?
That's right.
So it's a lot of people are comparing it to that movie with Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah, it's Minority Report. It's Minority Report.
Yeah, for
Marvel's
sure.
Minority Report.
Yeah. Which is fine. There's only so many tales to tell, I guess. You can harvest a couple out of one. And this one's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Has it?
But I feel like a lot of things are kind of out of character, and it feels less natural than the original Civil War.
Yes.
I think in the original
100%.
Civil War, you could look at both sides. You could look at Tony and Captain America and go, all right, I kind of see both of your points here.
Yeah, you could actually pick a side and not feel terrible for picking one over the other.
But like the Captain Marvel side, I think universally the readers are going, that's stupid.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, especially if it's not even like this is a new universe where time travel's never happened.
Yeah.
You know? So if you're in the Marvel universe where time travel is thwarted, thwarts terrible futures all the time.
Yep.
Look at things like the Days of Future Past. You should know better.
The interesting thing about this comic is all of the groups that we've learned to love over the years, like Guardians of the Galaxy, like they're clearly pushing us in a certain direction. I'm not a big fan of being pushed in a certain direction. I like to just go where I want to go.
And
this feels like it's pushing us, but here's the weird thing. It feels like it's pushing us the wrong way because the Guardians of the Galaxy is on Captain Marvel's side.
Yeah.
They should be getting us hyped up for the Captain Marvel movie, which is going to be their first lady superhero, to ever headline her own movie. And this is pushing me away from this character.
Liking that character. No, right, exactly. And it doesn't hate to have Iron Man. Like, I like that Captain Marvel is the other side on this and not Captain America again. But it also didn't need to be Iron Man.
No, it didn't need to be.
Because then you do follow the,
Well, the reason it's Iron Man is because Rhodey gets affected.
Yes.
Then it's like, okay, bitch.
Yeah, but they wrote that so that Iron Man gets affected. So, the point being, though, in Civil War I, he was the bad guy, quote unquote. So in this one, he's the good guy.
But very quote unquote.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't exactly the bad guy.
Right.
I mean, stuff happened, but it was honestly, it was a socialist versus a like a capitalist independent person. Like Captain America was like classic America.
Yeah.
I don't want none of your stuff.
It's
and
true.
Iron Man's was like, no, we got to take care of you.
That's a good point. Nice.
So like that's an argument where you can easily see both sides. This one, are we all a bunch of Colin Farrells from Minority Report? I don't want to be a Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell was in Minority Report?
Yeah, he was the antagonist to Tom Cruise.
No kidding.
To Tom
Oh
Cruise.
my God, you're right.
Tom Cruise.
I do remember that. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
T. Cruise.
Penelope Cruz's son, Tom Cruise.
But I still think it's you question
we missed a big part of this. Sorry, by the way. Hulk's dead. This book
Bruce
killed
Banner.
Hulk, and that's where I got a little pissed. I like that Hawkeye was the one to take him out at his request.
Yep.
That was huge.
Yep.
But we got no Hulk. Hulk's gone.
We have She-Hulk.
No, we have no Hulk. I don't care what you title your damn comic book Hulk all you want.
The Hulk is dead, and I'm fine with that. I don't care about Bruce Banner.
Jeez, what do you care about, man?
Nothing. I'm dead inside.
You just want all your lady heroes.
No, I don't actually. I don't even care about the She-Hulk. I don't care about She-Hulk.
Ain't nobody care about She-Hulk.
Well, actually, you know what?
Actually,
I do care about.
You know who gets some strange? She-Hulk.
Some strange?
I was kind of hoping that Doctor Strange was just going to be about a doctor like going out and trying to get laid. Just tame and strange all over the place.
Just using Tinder.
Yeah,
Dr. Tinder.
Ooh. Why am I right swiping so much?
So yeah, the Hulk is dead, and I thought that was a really good beat. I like the fact that Hawkeye was the one to do it. I thought that meant something, and I thought that taking out Bruce Banner, while he's not the Hulk, was a pretty good decision to make.
Well, this goes to the point that I think is my issue with Civil War II. It feels forced. Everything feels forced upon us.
Yeah.
Like it feels like we're like we got to make some changes,
Yeah.
so we're making them like this. It doesn't. It feels a little heavy-handed as
I'll
far
agree.
as
No, I
as far
agree.
as the writing, and that's why I was upset with the Hulk. That was very paint by numbers. Okay, we got to do something to shake this up. All right, let's kill the Hulk. Like that's. It felt like they were in a boardroom, and that's how it went down.
And they did it a couple of times, because first She-Hulk gets it in the chest, and so she's in the hospital, and then they take out.
In the chest.
What does that even mean?
Tame and strange.
Yum 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 yum.
I'm keeping that in.
So that's what happens when I lick my own shirt. So first we lost She-Hulk, she's out of the game, and then Tony's buddy Rhodey,
War Machine.
War Machine's out of the game, and now the Hulk's out of the game.
Yep.
And then it was appeared that Captain America would be out of the game. So what happens in this newest issue is Miles shows up at the very place that he's supposed to murder Captain America just to prove, I'm not going to murder Captain America.
He's there at the very, very end of the issue before
issue
that. This is brand
6.
spanking new. I haven't read this yet, so JD will drop some knowledge.
But I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, so basically he shows up there to make sure he doesn't murder Captain America. But then something else happens, of course. So there's only one more issue of this, and I'm hoping it wraps up well. So far, I'm not 100% behind this series, but I'm engaged enough that I'm still reading it. I'm still getting it to the end of an issue and going, oh, I wonder what happens next.
I think I would call this required reading. Like if you're going to be reading comics, especially like superhero comics, this is going to be required reading. Just like everyone, every year there's some sort of required reading.
Yeah.
And you pray that it's contained and doesn't bleed into every friggin' issue.
Yeah.
So that you have to read like 900 comics to get to
That
it.
drives me nuts. Yeah. That's a whole nother episode.
Yeah, man.
But
I would call it required reading, and let's hope it doesn't make me hate the characters that they are pushing. But right now it kind of is, and right now it feels a little forced.
It does. No, I agree with you. Ulysses. That's the name of the character that I didn't say earlier. There you go. His name is Ulysses. That's the mutant.
Anyway, how much does a comic even go for these days?
These are $4.99 plus tax.
$4.99.
Yeah. They've got the nice cover stock. It's cardboard stock. Nice paper. So you're getting your money's worth.
Okay.
But yeah.
And have these been on time so far?
I want to say
I feel like this is taking a long time.
That's because there's, it's 8
issues. So
8 issues, you get 8 months, man. It's a long time. One of my favorite events of the past 10 years was called Siege.
Oh, I love Siege.
Yeah, with Thor.
Yep.
4 issues, in and out, done.
Pow!
Yeah.
She-Hulk style, in and out.
I loved it. I think 8 issues might be a little much.
Yeah.
8 months of one story.
How long was the original Civil War? The original Civil War that was like the rebirth of the event comic, because there hadn't been one since like Crisis, right?
No, that's some BS. No, there's definitely like
BS.
one a year. There's like an event comic a year.
I do remember that one. That was 2006, I think.
Yeah.
And when that comic hit, that was like, oh, okay, this is the first.
That's the
event.
one that everyone got behind.
Yeah.
There's been plenty of events.
And there was a huge fallout from that of the death of Captain America.
It's true.
But it felt right.
Yeah. It felt like a natural conclusion.
Was it shocking? Yes. But it felt right.
Yeah.
Like they wrote it very, very well. So required reading. Let us know what you think about it. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe you think Captain Marvel. There's no way you think Captain Marvel is right on this. But if you do, let us know. If
you're one of the Captain Marvel followers, please write in and tell us why.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can email us at cultpopgo@gmail.com. Let us know what you think of Civil War II. You can compare it to Civil War I if you like. I'm just curious how you guys are digging this.
Yep.
Or, leave a comment below.
Sure.
It's down there.
I'm Big Dog, and this is the cheese.
I'm not the cheese.
That was the
Damn it,
Faux
this
Show.
is gonna stick.
So this was Faux Show episode 4, Comic Chat.
Was it 4?
Yeah, because we just did 3. I'm in the same clothes.
Wasn't that 2 though?
Don't!
This is episode 3.
Well, I can release it anyway
It's
I want.
true. It's true.
Well, now it's episode 3. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much for watching, and we will talk at you later.
Pew! Cheese!